Hello viewers, and welcome to a new series where I review every episode of one of my favorite shows, PB&J Otter. If I counted correctly, there should be 124 reviews in total. I will roughly be going in order. Now, let's start with the first episode, Bye Bye PB&J. This episode was written by Jeff Kinley, who is also the story for Season 1. And storyboard by Barking Bullfrog Cartoon Company, Inc. The episode starts with introducing the Otter kids' parents, Ernest and Opal. The plot starts when Opal mentions that they have a surprise for the Otter kids. Cut to the titular otters sleeping in their beds, which is just a few crates. Peanut and Jelly end up getting shoved off. I think now would be a good time to explain that Season 1 is quite weird compared to the later seasons of the show. The characters are more rude and snarky. The otters and raccoons have white circles on the front of their hand palms. The character designs in general are a little wonky. The songs are shorter, and there's only 13 episodes instead of 26, so that way all 3 seasons add up to exactly 65 episodes. This show's animation was done by Plus One Animation. They also did animation services for other Jumbo Pictures and Cartoon Pizza shows, such as the Disney Run of Dog and Stanley. They also did the animation for Mike Judge's Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill. Wow, what a contrast. Back to the story. PB&J are called to come outside. It is revealed to them that once their father gets back from his job, they'll receive a surprise. Cut to inside their houseboat. The first non-Otter character is shown. It's Betty Lou Beaver, the mother of Munchie. While Opal is busy decorating a new hat for her, PB&J try to predict the surprise. Butter thinks it's a fishing trip, to which Peanut tells her that Dad returns too late from work for it to be the surprise. Disappointed, PB&J make their own pretend fishing trip using paper fish and go outside to play. I like this, as it foreshadows their creative idea solutions. Meanwhile, Betty Lou exits the houseboat and comes across Shirley Duck, mother of Flick Duck. The former tells the latter the secret surprise. One thing you should know about Flick, though.
Listen up! I know something I'm not supposed to know, so naturally, I'm telling everybody!
Flick is a massive, manipulative jerk. In Season 1 at least. He goes through character development over the seasons, which is good. The other kids of Lake Hoo-Ha include the aforementioned Munchie, a nervous wreck who loves to munch on wood, particularly logs, Pinch, a raccoon who's extremely girly and Jelly's best friend, and her little brother Scooch, who has a lot of trouble controlling his energetic spirit. Munchie's my favorite of the 3. He has some depth to him behind all the anxiety. Pinch is okay. I don't mind her. Scooch is Miss Potential. They almost never do anything with him other than his one running gag. Ever. It seems that Flick, Pinch, and Munchie don't want to play with PB&J, but they don't know why. Enter the noodle dance, the central theme of the show, both figuratively and literally. The main point of PB&J Otter is to get the viewer to use their brain to come up with ideas and to not give up when stuck on a problem. One thing to note is that for the first 2 episodes, the noodle dance sounds different than it would for the remainder of the show's run. Peanut decides to knock on the door of the raccoon's house. A simple solution, but it works. We're then introduced to our first song. Every episode except for Sledding We Will Go and Dare Duck had its own original song, or several. Be prepared to witness brief synopsis of over 130 songs. As for this episode's tune, it's short and pretty bland. A 5 out of 10 if I ever heard one. PB&J discovered that the surprise is that they're moving away from Lake Hoo-Ha. Except they're not. Flick is not only a jerk, but he often screws up too. Also, this view of Flick is the stuff of nightmares. And this coloring error involving Munchie I found pretty funny. Cue Ernest returning from work. The actual surprise is that PB&J are getting new beds. A happy ending. They keep these beds for the rest of the series. And that was Bye Bye PB&J. Overall, I'd call this a good episode. It introduces a good chunk of the characters and integrates their personalities into the plot well. That's it for this video. See you in the next review.